At this time, the defense would exercise a peremptory on juror number 1159, seat 35.
Okay, the state has exercised a peremptory. She's excused with our sincere thanks and appreciation.
Day 8 of jury selection, and we saw potential jurors struck time and time again. Remember, Local 6 News at 7 will be your place for comprehensive coverage throughout this trial. Local 6's Tony Pipitone is live in Clearwater, and we have tonight legal analyst Mark NeJame with us to talk about why these potential jurors were struck. Now, we're taking a look at who the defense struck today and who the prosecution struck. Any surprises here to you, Mark?
It's pretty obvious. I would say no, but it's pretty obvious what the prosecution is wanting to do is strike anybody where somebody in the family has had experience with the criminal justice system or been arrested. It seems like they want people who have not been through that process before. That's pretty obvious. And as expected, the defense is striking people who have children.
Tony, anybody left right now out of the prospective jurors that have kids? Anybody that would be favorable to the prosecution, we think?
I don't believe that there may be a man or two who have children, but the defense did get rid of at least one or two of those today. So I don't know. I don't think so. There's some with grandchildren, that's for sure. But they're trying their best to get rid of as many of the young ones they can. You know, the state took away the two 20-something men who were left. Last night we showed you how skewed it was, where the defense wanted these young people and the state didn't. Well, the state got rid of those young people. And then there was a nurse who worked with sexual abuse victims that the state got rid of. And, of course, we know in the penalty phase, if it gets there, Casey apparently is going to argue that she was a victim of sexual abuse.
Judge Perry seemed pretty almost annoyed today, Tony, every time a strike was acted. I mean, isn't this part of the process? Why does the judge seem to be so frustrated with the process? It's his process.
Yeah, he wanted to be out of here. Today he wanted to start this trial. The backup plan was for Thursday. Now we're going to be back here tomorrow morning. The defense only has one strike left, and a few jurors are going to come in the morning. And he hopes to swear the 12 and get them packed up and sworn and on a bus to Orlando as soon as possible. I don't know if it'd be cranky is the right word, but he certainly is, he's more than ready to get this thing started.
But Mark, this is part of the game. I mean, Tony talked about it being three-dimensional chess. You said it's really a game of chicken.
It is a game of chicken a lot of times. You wait till the end, and you look at what the other side's doing, and then you exercise your strike at the very end. Because sometimes the other side strikes somebody who you might do. You might want to strike yourself, and you're not, you want to wait that out. I think he's going to have his 12 tomorrow. The big issue is going to be is how many alternates is he going to have there. The fact of the matter is he wanted 8. He's not going to reach 8. But 2 or 3 is dangerous territory. If for some reason during the course of this long trial, the 12 jurors are not allowed to sit, and they end up using up all the alternates, and then they wipe those out, there's going to be a mistrial. You've got to have enough alternates there to make sure that you've got a full 12 that are going to sit from the beginning to the end of this trial.
In your opinion, given your vast experience with some pretty large criminal cases, what is the safe number for the alternates for him?
I think 5 or 6. I've been involved in cases where there's been 2 that have been needed during the course of a case. People fall ill, particularly in a case like this that's going to last a long time. With all the media leaks, you never know. Somebody might end up getting caught listening or listening to something or seeing something. I think 5 or 6 is probably safe territory. 8 is very, very noble, but probably improbable that we're going to reach 8. Yeah. But 2 or 3 is very dangerous in a case like this.
Tony, defense has 1 strike left. How much does the prosecution have? And if they need 5 or 6, when are we going to be done?
Well, they have 4 left, but I overheard a conversation during a break where the state was saying, we don't see any reason to really strike people. They did strike 1 later, a new juror who came in, but as far as back strikes, I think they're done.
So we could be done, what, a day? 2?
We could have 12 sworn by lunchtime tomorrow. Wishful thinking, maybe. I'll admit it, but I think we will have 12 sworn by lunchtime tomorrow. All
right, and then we've got to add the alternates. Okay, thank you very much, Tony Pipitone, live from Clearwater. Mark NeJame, as always, thanks very much for being here.